All right, aspirants, welcome to this essential strategy guide from the Novel Chemistry channel. Today, we're going to crack the code on what it really takes to master the physical chemistry section for your GATE and CSIR net exams. Let's cut through all the noise and confusion, because this right here, this is your direct blueprint to success.
So, here's our game plan for today. We're going to start by uncovering what I call the topper's secret weapon. Then, we'll build your core foundation, brick by brick. After that, we'll dive into mastering energy and reaction rates, explore the different states of matter, add that final crucial polish, and wrap it all up with your unbeatable action plan.
First up, let's talk about the single most important decision you will make in your entire preparation. Seriously, this is the one strategy that truly separates the high rankers from, well, everyone else.
You know, it's a question that probably keeps a lot of you up at night. You see, incredibly brilliant, hardworking students. They put in all the hours, they know their stuff, but the rank just doesn't seem to reflect their effort. Why does that happen? Well, the answer is actually simpler than you might think.
It all boils down to this. Where are you getting your information from? See, on one side, you've got these surface-level notes. They're packed with shortcuts, tricks, and things designed for quick memorization. The problem? That knowledge is fragile. It breaks under pressure. But on the other side, you have standard textbooks. These are the real deal. They teach you from first principles, and they build a deep, unshakable foundation of true understanding.
So, what's the ultimate secret? Well, the secret is, there is no secret. Real, lasting success isn't built on tricks or shortcuts. It's built on a deep conceptual understanding, and that only comes from one place: engaging with the standard texts written by the absolute masters of the subject. Okay, so let's get practical. How do we actually do this? We're going to start with the absolute bedrock of physical chemistry. These are the core topics that everything else is built on top of. This slide right here, this is your precise roadmap. For atomic structure and quantum chemistry, your go-to authors are Peter Atkins, who is just fantastic for his clarity, and Engel and Reed. For the vast world of thermodynamics and all the equilibria, you'll stick with Atkins, but also bring in the heavy hitters: K.L. Kapoor, Ira Levine, and Castellan. You simply can't beat their comprehensive depth.
And this right here, this perfectly illustrates the mindset you need to have. Don't look at these books as a chore. See them as a unique opportunity to have a conversation with the greatest minds who ever taught these subjects. You're letting them explain the concepts to you directly.
All right, once you've got that solid foundation locked in, you're ready to tackle the dynamic, moving parts of chemistry. We're talking about how energy transforms and, how fast reactions actually go.
Now look, your guide here remains consistent and incredibly powerful. For electrochemistry, you're relying on K.L. Kapoor, Castellan, and Ira Levine. But when it comes to chemical kinetics and photochemistry, you add a legend to your arsenal: Laidler. I mean, for his treatment of reaction mechanisms, he is simply unparalleled. You use him alongside Kapoor and Atkins, and you're learning from the very best.
Next up, we're going to zoom out a bit. We're moving from looking at individual reactions to the collective behavior of matter. Everything from the theory of gases and the rigid structure of solids to the super interesting things that happen right at the surface.
So here's your expert panel. For the theory of gases, K.L. Kapoor and Castellan are essential. For the crystalline world of the solid state, you'll want to bring in Charles Mortimer alongside Kapoor. And for colligative properties and adsorption, that classic text by Puri Sharmapathania becomes an absolutely invaluable resource.
And finally, we add the layers that are going to push your score from just good to truly great. These are the analytical and instrumental topics that are often the real difference makers in these competitive exams.
To master titrations, K.L. Kapoor is still your primary guide. But for the incredibly rich and deep world of spectroscopy, you need the master, Banwell. You then supplement his work with the excellent sections you'll find in Atkins and Levine. Trust me, that combination gives you an unbeatable edge.
Okay, so we've covered the what and the who. Now let's get down to the most important part: the how. How do you actually transform this powerful list of resources into a concrete, unbeatable study plan that works?
Look, it's a simple four-step blueprint. First, you have to acquire these texts. See them as an investment in your future. Second, take your official syllabus and literally map every single topic to a chapter in these books. Third, you must commit to studying directly from these sources, no shortcuts. And fourth, and this is the big one, you solve problems relentlessly. Solve the examples in the books, solve the end of chapter questions, and then solve past papers again and again and again.
And that's what it all boils down to. The path is clear, the resources are laid out right in front of you. The only question left is the one on your screen. Are you ready to abandon the shortcuts, to commit to the process, and to move from just studying for an exam to truly understanding your subject? Your answer is going to define your entire journey from this moment forward.